Now, Sarah, Mia, and Kaitlyn will evaluate the significance of dad rock.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
We
What's up?
have some non-alcoholic beverages here.
Oh, mine is though.
Okay.
Just kidding.
It's root beer. Because we're dads.
Very
Very delicious. We wanted to embrace our inner dad. Cheers. Lukewarm.
So,
Sorry. So, what are y'all's, when you think dad rock, who do you think?
I think of middle-aged men listening. They're out having a barbecue. They're root beer.
yeah.
They're flipping steaks and burgers.
Especially the sober dads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're listening to some dad rock.
Personally, when I think dad rock, this might be a little bit out there, but Daughtry's entire 2006 self-titled album is like, when I think dad rock, like, this is the sound that I'm going for. You have tracks like It's Not Over, Home, and Over You, and I feel like those kind of encapsulate the vibes. That, and then like Photograph, How You Remind Me, and Rockstar by Nickelback. People put down Nickelback, and they don't deserve the hate.
I feel like it started off as like a joke, and then it went too far.
I think
I don't think they're that bad.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's interesting that you say like a 2006 album is dad rock, because like dad rock, I usually think of like 70s bands,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
bands from like decades ago, like bands that I guess like maybe like my dad grew up on, or maybe even my grandpa. But the fact that dad rock is like constantly evolving term, because there's always gonna be a new generation of dads. Like maybe my kids will be like, oh, dad's rock, but I'm your dad. just wait. But like they'll be like, oh, car seat headrest, dad rock. That's so dad
Yeah,
rock.
that's
Like
so dad rock.
they'll be like my dad.
Twin fantasy.
Like twin
My
fantasy.
dad
my,
rock.
like my dad's always chugging some beers in the backyard, playing some sober to death. Like, I don't know. It's constantly changing. But I know the term was first introduced when like a Pitchfork journalist was like talking about a Wilco album, and they got a lot of hate for it actually, because they were
Really?
like, how can you give them that title? Like dad rock is for like Van Halen and for like AC/DC. So it's crazy that like this is like I guess like a debated thing, when like dad rock is just dad rock, bro. It's just what dads,
It's what dads listen to.
Yeah.
or what you assume dads like. I mean, it's subjective.
It's like a mindset.
It's a
almost.
mindset.
Like Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam is dad rock though.
definitely
That
dad
is like
rock.
objectively.
The song Jeremy, like, come on, that is dad rock. And then also I found this song the other day and I sent it to Sarah because I was like, this is also the epitome of dad rock. I hadn't heard it in a very long time. It's Lips of an Angel by Hinder. It's
basically about him
cheating.
but it sounds so beautiful.
It's like
Cheating
the most
dad rock.
eloquent song.
Divorced
about
dad rock.
Yeah,
Divorced
it's
dad
divorced
rock.
dad rock. And honestly, like, in my head, when I was listening to it, I was like, have I heard this song before? Does this just sound like every single, like, alternative radio station song ever played?
Okay. It's catchy then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they probably had a radio hit with it, so.
Yeah, I think it was a hit. Like,
We wouldn't know.
We were probably children.
maybe our dads know. I don't know.
Your dad knows Lips of an Angel by Hinder. Let
Okay.
us know.
Weezer
Yeah.
literally epitomizes dad rock to me, even though like my dad doesn't really jam out to Weezer, but there's just like Weezer just has the vibe of like an older man's music taste, especially the album Pinkerton. Everyone loves the Blue album. Everyone loves the Blue album, but Pinkerton is peak Weezer, okay? But like there's just like there's some words they use in their lyrics that's like only a dad would like use it, like words like funky, shaking
Yeah.
booty,
Shaking-
holy cow. They say this in songs. Holy moly. They say chicks. Like it's just like
Dad
who-
vibes.
Like that's a dad vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's
Only
not.
words that dads would say.
Yeah, it's just. Even though it came out like in the '90s, it's just like you are a father, River
think-
Cuomo. Like you have children.
I think the reason that people associate Weezer with dad rock so much is because they're all dads. Like, they're all, like, 40, 50, whatever.
Yeah.
And so when people think dads and they associate that with Weezer, it's because Weezer's literally a band of dads.
Who do you
Yeah.
think of like our generation right now is gonna be like the dad,
dad rock? I
Because
mean-
like if that
Okay,
was
well,
from
it's
like
definitely not your favorite Harry Styles. All I'm saying.
No, I don't think
That is
Harry
not
Styles
dad
would
rock.
be dad rock.
no, I don't think that's dad rock.
Ooh, who is that? Okay, I know you jokingly said car seat headrest, but I could see that like kind of
Okay,
becoming-
Loki, I could see it, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, they did lead the indie rock scene in 2018.
Because I feel like dad rock is a lot of indie alternative
Yeah,
rock.
so true.
So
I was not wrong.
yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
think you might be predicting.
This is
the
the time
future with
capsule
that
for my
one.
children. This is literally a time capsule for my children.
Okay, but who? Now I'm like actually curious. Like,
Because
who
if
is
there's a
gonna
new
be-
dad
Yeah,
rock
if it's constantly
every
evolving,
generation,
yeah.
every like
I
decade,
see your point.
like who's the dad rock of right now?
who's the Pearl Jam of today? Do you
Oh.
okay? Because Greta Van Fleet sounds so much like Led Zeppelin, do you think they're eventually gonna become
Oh
dad
yeah.
rock?
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
see
that-
that.
I
I
can
can
see that too.
definitely see that.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because dad rock, I feel like, okay, I was reading this article what the Pitchfork who like coined the term dad rock was like, I regret making this word, because he was like, people just abuse it now. But he was saying like it's crazy because like dad rock is more than a genre. It's like a type of person, a type of
Yeah.
a type of clothing, even in like
Yeah.
a type of body style. It was saying like you think of you think of a dad bod, like it's just like natural, like I
Like
don't know.
suburban dad.
Yeah, suburban
vibe.
dad, like literally
Has
cooking
3
barbecues.
children,
Yeah. Wears hats like that.
This shirt.
Looks like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I unfortunately couldn't find any dad clothing in my
I feel like
in my closet.
you could have
Borrowed
asked me.
this
I had
one.
another one of the like I had a green one of this.
You are a dad.
Yeah.
We could have been matching.
I'm a father of 4.
You're a father figure.
Who's your go-to dad rock?
I feel like my definition of dad rock is like a little bit older, just because like when I think of dad rock, it's like what we were saying, like what my dad listened to. So it'll be like
Lay it on us.
no, I'm forgetting everything, like Pink Floyd or like
Oh, okay. Your dad has taste.
the Police and like
Oh, yeah, the Police.
Eagles and like stuff
Oh,
like
Eagles,
that.
yeah, for sure,
it's like
for
a little
sure.
bit older, but it's still very much like that. A dad
Because
listens
like
to that.
you think of like okay, the Beatles is like the same generation, but I would not categorize the Beatles as dad rock. You know,
No,
like there's like
no.
a specific sound to it. Even like I don't know. It's
I feel like there's like a divide, like after the 50s or 60s. I feel like that's when like real dad rock started. to
Yeah,
come
I
in.
feel like if there's men drinking oat milk lattes with mustaches still talking about how they're the greatest band ever, then they can't be considered dad rock yet.
true.
They have to like pass
Yeah.
that.
They have to be dads
Yeah.
listening to it.
And of course, Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
The ultimate
the
dad
ultimate.
rock.
I mean, you've got Americana, you've got the blue jeans, you've got the guitars.
Someone is grilling sausages to that.
Yeah.
4th of July
Oh yeah.
on a boat.
Dancing in the dark, playing in
Yep.
the background.
In a sense, okay, Frank Sinatra's not rock.
No.
Even- okay, but like I do think of Frank Sinatra when I think of my dad.
I think of my grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
See,
So I guess
when I think
a
of my
dad.
grandpa, I'm like Willie Nelson.
Oh, your grandpa's about it.
Yeah.
He's about it.
What about like Elvis Presley?
Ooh.
Who the heck listens to Elvis Presley?
Old dads, grandpas.
I don't know. I haven't thought about Elvis
No, me
Presley in a
neither.
long time. Just in general. He's not, when I think dad rock, he doesn't typically,
Right.
Yeah,
that's
me
like
neither.
grandpa.
Yeah, that's grandpa rock.
Grandpa.
Grandpa rock. We need to make that a genre.
Yeah, that's
like
our next
that's coming
segment.
soon. We coined it here on Austin Underground.
Grandpa
Grandpa
rock
rock.
is the next big thing.
Yeah. It's the Rat Pack. It's,
It's,
who are we just talking about?
Elvis Presley?
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, Elvis Presley. See, so out of my brain, I immediately forgot.
I'm thinking.
I was gonna say something about more of our discussion on current bands who we think are gonna be dad rock. I feel like there might be some of the like new up and coming like UK Brit rock people that might
Okay.
be classified as dad rock in the future just because of their sound.
Like who?
Okay.
Name them.
I want to find them.
Okay, I don't mean this in a bad way, but like I feel like Sam Fender, because I feel like he has kind of a Bruce Springsteen vibe sometimes. Sometimes there's like horns in there, like trumpets and stuff, and I feel like that would be a very Bruce Springsteen thing to do. So that's my prediction on who's next.
I don't know this guy, but should I check him out?
Yes, I think he's good.
Worthwhile.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a dad.
Brit rock. Always hits, doesn't it?
It really
Anyways.
does.
The Brits are taking it back. They're coming back.
Okay. Well, that's all the time that we have for Dad Rock.
Long live Pinkerton.
Back to the host.
You know what? I think I love Dad Rock, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Me too. I love Dad Rock. And on that note, now we want to talk about a very special person, and it's going to be our member of the week. And our member of the week is Kim. Yay, Kim. Kim, thank you for all that you do.
We have Kim here. Kim's been doing great work on the show, making it a better show.
Well, that's all the time that we have today. Make sure to check out our socials.
And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.